Yo, what's good everyone? Today I'm going to be breaking down some of my favorite DraftKings plays for tonight's 8-game NHL slate. Let's dive right into it. And like I always do here in these videos, I'm going to give you a high-level overview of my cheat sheet, breaking down a couple of line stacks that I like here for tonight, as well as some of my favorite individual plays. But before we dive into that, everyone, just want to remind you, I'm running that free Discord channel. You can see that mentioned above. We have over 870 people in there, talking multiple sports for DFS, but primarily NHL and NFL. If you want to join that, there's a link to do so in the description below, as well as in the pinned comment below. With that being said, let's dive into the cheat sheet here. We're going to kick it off with a couple of line stacks that I like here for tonight, starting with this first line for the Nashville Predators, where we got Stamkos centering Forsberg and Marchessault. This line has really started to click here as of late, putting some points on the board, and I love the way that Forsberg's been shooting the puck, even though all three of these guys are naturally shooters, and I love the correlation that we get with all three of these guys currently playing up on the Preds' #1 power play, which has been good here over the past 10 days, scoring at a 27.5% rate in their last 4 games, and a good spot at home to expand on that here tonight against the San Jose Sharks team that's 1-4-0 in their last 5 games, allowing 4 goals per game during that stretch. And then a really cheap line stack that stuck out to me tonight was that second line for the Philadelphia Flyers, where you got Noah Cates centering Tyson Forster and Bobby Brink. I mean, you can see the numbers there, $3,400, $3,200, and $2,900. That allows you to do so much throughout the rest of your lineup. And I was looking at some of the underlying numbers here for this line, and they've been pretty damn good together. They have 3.48 expected goals per 60 minutes, which ranks 37th out of 300 lines this year. That ranks right around that Crosby line with Rust and Raquel, or that first line out of Columbus with Marchenko, Voronkov, and Monahan, which has been playing lights out hockey as of late, or prior to Monahan getting injured. So again, very affordable line stack here. Their underlying numbers are good, and I don't mind the matchup at home here against Detroit. I know they've won some games here with their new head coach, but this is still a team that's allowing 3.80 goals per game in their last 5, with a penalty kill that's hit at just a 50% rate. And again, love the correlation with these three, all playing on that second Flyers power play. Now folks, before we dive into some of these individual plays here, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. It's completely free to do, and every like, comment, and sub that you guys leave truly does help me out. And the NHL numbers have been a bit down this year, which is why I've scaled back on this content, because the NFL numbers have been significantly better. That's been my primary focus, but with the NFL season coming to an end here, I want to put more focus on the NHL side of things. But if the numbers aren't there, everyone, I'm not going to make these YouTube videos. I'll just spend time in my Discord channel, which is buzzing right now. I've had over 100 messages already as of 8 a.m. this morning just talking this NHL slate. So if that's going to be busier than YouTube itself, that's where I'm going to spend time. So let's pump these numbers up here. Like I said, it's completely free to do. All right, now diving into some of these individual plays here, we're going to kick it off with the forwards. And I kind of like this Detroit Red Wings team in general here tonight as well in this game against the Philadelphia Flyers. Probably one that we can target and stack up in general. Now, the Flyers have played solid defensively here in their last 5 games. They've gone 4-0-1 during that stretch, allowing just 1.80 goals per game. But their penalty kill continues to struggle, just hitting at a 70% rate. And this Red Wings power play has been on fire as of late, really ever since their new head coach came into town, scoring at a 35% rate in their last 5 games. I really like the way that Dylan Larkin's been playing. I really like the way that Patrick Kane's been playing. So I think we could see some goals scored in this game between them and the Flyers. Now, unfortunately here, Larkin plays on the first line, Kaner plays up on the second line. So when it comes to stacking, you're really targeting that #1 power play or separating those two on their own lines. I do like Cole Caulfield as well here. Tampa Bay Lightning have not been as good on the road this year, and if you go look at Andre Vasilevsky's numbers, it's very evident he's been playing better at home compared to on the road. Caulfield, a natural shooter, can score goals. This Montreal team's kind of been surprising as well, so I like this game between them and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, I do like the Dallas Stars here tonight because the Carolina Hurricanes just played in Chicago last night. That game went into overtime, and they ended up winning 4-3 against Chicago, but this Dallas team plays is good at home. I like the number here at $5,500 for Matt Duchene, and really that first or second line kind of sticks out to me, getting this Carolina team at home on back-to-backs. And then looking at this Tampa Bay Lightning team, now again, Montreal's played some better hockey here as of late, but the Lightning's power play scoring at a 36% rate here in their last 6 games, so I really like that against a Montreal team that hasn't necessarily been super great on the penalty kill, just hitting at a 76% rate in their last 5 games. Nick Paul sticks out to me at this price of $4,000 because he's currently playing on that second line with Cirelli and Hagel, as well as getting time on the number 1 power play. But that first or second line, I think we could steal anyone from those lines, and they're a good play in this matchup against Montreal. Now, moving on to the defensemen here, I really wanted to highlight Quinn Hughes because the Vancouver Canucks live and die with how he plays, and when he plays really well, the DraftKings numbers are usually pretty damn good. But I ended up putting Roman Josi on the spreadsheet here because I like stacking him up with that first line that I highlighted earlier against this San Jose Sharks hockey team. But I can absolutely foresee myself getting into Quinn Hughes here tonight against a Buffalo team that's allowed a lot of goals overall this year, and especially as of late. They just lost yesterday 6-4 against the Seattle Kraken. And then we're getting into some of the value plays here. Jackson Lacombe playing the Florida Panthers, obviously a tough matchup, but this kid plays in every situation, playing big minutes, 20-plus minutes a night, up on the number 1 power play and the penalty kill, and a super well-rounded young defenseman. Darren Radish here kind of going back to the Tampa Bay Lightning. He does play on the second power play, but that second power play has Braden Point and Jake Gensel on it, so still pretty damn lethal, offering a lot of value here at $3,700, and he's been playing 20-plus minutes per night lately as well. And then Caden Gooley here, more of a guy that you're looking to block shots to kind of get you points, but he can get on the score sheet as well, and when he shoots the puck, even better, $3,300 for a guy who can get you double-digit DraftKings points. And then I got a couple of goaltenders there for you, starting with Jake Ottinger of the Dallas Stars. Kind of just like this matchup in general for the Dallas Stars here tonight at home against the Carolina Hurricanes, who are again playing on back-to-back nights and really haven't been scoring goals in bunches as of late, just 2.75 goals per game in their last 4, with a power play that's hit at just a 9% rate. And Dallas is one of those teams who generally plays well when they're at home. And then Logan Thompson, just far too cheap here at $7,100. I know they're on the road against the Edmonton Oilers, but did DraftKings forget that Connor McDavid is suspended for the next 3 games? I'm going to take this guy at this price in any matchup. He has been lights out all year long. And as always, going to wrap up this video here with 3 low-priced options or sub-4K forward plays. First being Morgan Frost. Again, really just like this spot for the Flyers in general here tonight at home against Detroit, a team that's really struggled on the penalty kill. And Frost is kind of finding his game up on that first line with Travis Konechny right now, as well as that number 1 power play. Jack Quinn has put up some solid numbers here as of late. Not someone who usually shoots the puck a bunch. I wish he would shoot the puck more, but he's been getting on the score sheet here as of late, playing on that third line and number 1 power play. And then Marco Kasper, really the only downfall I can find with this guy right now is he's not getting any power play time on a red-hot power play for the Detroit Red Wings, but he's also centering that first line right now with Dylan Larkin and Lucas Raymond. So I love the upside that he has centering that first line with those two, especially at that price of $3,000. All right, everyone, that is going to wrap up this video here for today. As always, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch the content here on this channel. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's have ourselves a great day here, folks, and let's win some money on this 8-game NHL slate.